We are live. We are direct with Erin Pittinaro, who is the founder of the Alchemy Experience, helping women and corporates to step into their next level of personal growth, transformation, and healing. Erin is an all-rounder, blending the finer aspects of psychology, energy work, soul to explore what it means to turn pits to potential, scarcity into abundance, turning rags into riches, making the internal world reflect the external world. Erin, speak to me.
What's going on, Jay? Thanks for having me here today. I'm excited and grateful to be a part of your world.
100%. Let me know. Who's
So,
the ideal client for you? Like, are they corporate, transitioning into business? Are they a woman looking to reinvent in their 40s? Like, who's ideal for you? Describe them. How much money are they making? All of the things, please.
yes. So a combination of things. I have my toes and hands into everything a little bit, just because otherwise we'd be bored, right? So my ideal client currently is high-level women. You know, they are making good money, but there's this piece of them missing in way of not that I need more money, but I need more me, right? So helping them really transition or recreate themselves in a space that's really feeling aligned with who they are, their family, being able to feel that they are consistently available to their family and themselves and their clients or whatever work they do. So primarily it's women that might own a business or aspiring to scale their business. There are corporate folks that I work with as well, providing trainings on the mental health and energetic side of how we do this work, how we can re-identify at any time, we can recreate our life, we can recreate who we want to be at any time, and helping people in the corporate world dive into self-regulation to be better leaders.
Okay. Would you say that you spend most of your time on LinkedIn or Facebook, Instagram? Like, where are you spending most of your time?
Yeah, I hang out mostly on the Facebook. I find that that's where most of my peeps are. Maybe it's because I'm old and that's us old people like to be on the Facebook. But
25 is not old, Erin. Come on. 25 is not old. Stop it.
love you so much for saying that. So Facebook is where I spend most of my time. I dabble in the Instagram and share some stuff there. I dabble in LinkedIn because I think there's a high level corporate, amazing humans over there. So I like to connect with people there too. But a lot of time driving them to my Facebook stuff.
No, thanks for sharing. We have to get visible. Like, the expert who is invisible is the expert that can't impact. We cannot save souls if the church is empty. Tell me how you get invisible.
Ooh, how I get invisible. Well, I feel like I used to be more invisible because I would shrink myself down and not, want to be seen, the fear of failure. And I often, with my clients, we talk about this. It's not the fear of failing, it's the fear of other people seeing us fail. That's really the issue, right? So that's the mindset piece that I've done a lot of work on in way of, I'm going to fail. We're all going to fail. And if people see me fail, it's okay. It gives them permission to fail too. Because if we're not failing, we're not growing, we're not learning, we're not. So I think that's a huge piece. And when we shrink ourselves down, we're more invisible and we're not going to help anybody that way.
Okay. And in terms of sales, this is She Leads, She Sells. How are you closing 4-figure and 5-figure deals? Like, what are you doing to enroll?
Yeah. So I am not in the position of convincing anybody that I'm for them. Let's be real. There's 8 billion people in the world. I'm not going to be for everybody, right? So one of my favorite things is a lot of collaboration, a lot of networking, and people will come to me for a consultation, right? Like, hey, I got this thing going on. And if I'm for them, I'm going to say, here's what I can offer you. And if there's somebody over here that I've worked with in a different capacity, I'm going to refer out. So I think what people really love about coming to me is that they know I'm not going to BS them. They know I'm going to share this, I can work with you or I can't, and I'm going to get them to the right person that can. And I end up closing a lot of sales, or closing the loop, I like to say, the energy loop, and checking in with people that want to work with me or not, because they know that I'm not going to force it. I'm here for them. This is what I do. Take it or leave it. And so oftentimes people want that energy. What they want to learn how to do that for themselves and be a regulated leader, right? That trauma informed, being able to be a good regulated person, that I'm not pushing you to join. I'm here for you, and I'm going to help you learn how to lead yourself.
Well, well said. Appreciate you leaning into that direction. Also, leadership. What does leadership mean to you? Yeah.
Yeah. It's loaded, right? It's a loaded question, but leadership to me is, again, being regulated. Being able to understand that I'm human and the human side of me is going to be triggered at times, and being able to own that, being able to share my expertise with other people and then allowing them to share theirs with me. So my favorite thing that I like to tell people, the best leaders know when to follow and know when to lead. And that is something I am constantly aiming for myself is, do I have enough knowledge or understanding of this thing? And if I don't, who does? And how can I follow that person to learn more?
I like that approach. Very, you have a collaborative mind, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, the best leaders in my life have been not these top tier, I know it all kind of people. It's, I want to learn from you as much as you're going to learn from me. And that's how I aspire to be as well.
That makes sense. What's the big plan for 2026? What would you like to achieve?
Well, I have so many big plans. I have so many big audacious dreams and goals, but a couple things is, I am traveling a lot this year with my family and bringing them along for some of the speaking engagements and things I have going on. So I'm excited about that, to really grow as a leader and in my own craft and speak and be on stages and really start to do more corporate work in regulated leaders, and bring my family along to show them what I do and instill in my kids that your dreams are as big or as little as you allow them to be. So I'm excited about that.
Amazing. Do you have kids? You have kids and things like
I do. I'm married, and I have two amazing boys. I'm a boy mama.
How old? How old are they?
They're 13 and 10.
Oh, wow. Okay. Amazing. Well done. Well done on being the role model.
Thank you. Yeah, we try over here. It's not every day that we're perfect. Believe me, there's a lot of chaos, but I think that comes with life and teaching them how to fall and get back up. And sometimes there's a lot of apologies. I didn't mean to say it that way. But we're a work in progress, right?
Yeah, 100%. Let me know what gets in your way. Like, how do you get in your head? Like, when it comes to meeting a goal in 2026 and stuff.
That's a really good question. Oftentimes the comparison game has been something that has, gotten in my way. I just got off a call before you with a client, one of my one-on-ones, and we were talking about, she is a therapist by trade, as I am as well, and we're both social workers too, and we were talking about how she's seeing a lot of people. She's starting to see a lot of people doing the similar work that she does, because she's very niched in what she does. And she was kind of like, almost feeling like the market was saturated. And I said to her, well, here's the thing. We could look at it that way. Or what if this is the universe mirroring back to you that you're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing? It's showing you that there's social proof. And so I think sometimes it's that, and I'm going to geek out on this a little bit, but it's called the RAS, the reticular activating system in our brain, right? That what we find we're looking for, it's one of those things that if we start to see it in a certain way, we can say, oh, wait, this is social proof. Like, there's hundreds of therapists, there's millions of coaches all over the world, right? But nobody's going to do it like me. And so that's the piece, that getting out of our own way and looking at things as social proof rather than comparison.
Yeah, well said. I know the book, The Science of Getting Rich, speaks about collaboration over competition, um, and things like that. And
Mhm.
also, I guess The Science of Rich speaks about success in life is doing what you want to do, not what your mentor wants you to do, or not what AI wants you to do, but
Mhm.
stepping into that. I mean, how do you combat when people maybe get distracted with false goals or comparisons? And how do you deal with that?
Yeah. So I often work with people on the vision first. So inside the Alchemy Experience, there's a 3-step process that we use, the unboxed method that I've sort of created for myself that got me to where I'm at. And it's always the vision first, and then we create a roadmap. So we reverse engineer. We create what we want that vision to look like, and then we reverse engineer it to where we are now. And then it's taking those little mini action steps, right? So we create a roadmap. And so when I help people through this, including myself, I do this with myself, right? Like, we have to sometimes anticipate the detours that are going to happen in life. And so sometimes it might just be, okay, wait, is this on our roadmap? We created this thing. If it's detoured, do we want to reroute, or do we want to go a different direction? And neither is right or wrong. So helping people really identify, including myself, like, there are times I get this great idea, this download of sorts, right? And it's like, okay, is this something that's on the roadmap? No, but this is something I'm really passionate about, and it's bringing out the creative, like, deep part of me. And so we just reroute and we figure out a new mini roadmap to create for ourselves. And so it's helping people really dial in to not being distracted from external things that, oh, I need to do my business this way because this person's doing it successfully, right? It's like, no, I'm not comparing. That's social proof that I can do it that way. But does that feel aligned? Is that on my roadmap? And so giving it thought, and then leaning into that energetic component of it too, of, is this feeling aligned, or am I feeling pushy? Am I feeling like, I've got to push through it? And that's never the way.
No, that makes perfect sense. I mean, you speak about energetics as well. I know with energetics, I've come up with 4 energetic characters, being Fearful Fiona, Serving Susie, Lim Joyful Juliet, and Limitless Lara. And so in any situation, you can either deal with it in fear, deal with it by trying to do more, serving, deal with it just by stepping into joy, or deal with it by thinking limitless in any situation. And I guess people buy energy first, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I always tell people, we're not going to be able to feel something until we take action on it. I think we have such a misconception of, well, I'm going to wake up and when I feel strong, I'm going to go lift some weights, right? But it's like, no, I got to build the energy inside myself. I got to go lift some weights, and then I'm going to feel strong. We often reverse it. And so I love that. I love those little identities that you have, those little characters that you have, because I really look at it, and I'm the CEO of my life. And what energy do I want to step into this part of my life with? Right. And I love those characters. That's awesome.
No, thanks for sharing. Currently, I'm digging into this book,
Yeah, I see that
which is,
behind.
yeah, quite a good one, just in terms of the whole element of, hey, we cannot control people. We can't control what they think. We can control what we can control. What are you currently reading? And yeah, give me an insight regarding it.
Yeah. So I'm tapping into a book called Speed of the Soul. And that is a really interesting one, sort of diving into the parts of us. I'm really enjoying that. Another book, I like to go back and forth and read like a fiction one and a nonfiction one just to spice things up a little bit here and there. But that's one that I have been reading. I did read Let Them, which is a great, I mean, think it's got some really great tools in there on how to let yourself just be yourself sometimes. And then also let other people just be other people. People are going to people. Uh,
100%.
yeah. So that's good. Another really cool book that I read recently is Come As You Are. And for anybody is great, but for women, it really gives an interesting, it's a lot of biological pieces of our body and how we're similar yet the same, or similar yet different with men and women. But it's really interesting too. So highly recommend that one.
No, brilliant. Thank you for sharing that. Let people know how can they get in contact with you? Who are you looking for?
Yeah. So currently, we just started our second round of the Unbox Mastermind, so that's really exciting. So I have women inside there that are looking to do this work with me. So there's still time to jump in on that, but people can reach out to me on any platform, really. Facebook is the way, but I'm on Instagram. So just Erin Pittinaro. You can find me on any of those platforms with my name. The Alchemy Experience, you can find me that way too. Um, and then I am looking for women that might want to do this work and how to create a vision for themselves and reverse engineer that with a roadmap. And lastly, I am looking for folks to come on my podcast too. So I have the Alchemy Experience podcast. It's been really fun. I'm meeting so many new people in the last year that like you, that just like we find each other and it's like, hey, let's do this thing. And I think the more conversations we can have, just real and raw conversations, the better our world is going to be. There's so much chaos out there. And if we want to find it, we're gonna find it. But if we can find these things, right, this is really what's gonna set our soul on fire.
Amazing. In this age of AI and automation, amazing to have Erin Pittinaro at the heartbeat, at the pulse of transformation, helping people find their vision, roadmap, then taking the aligned steps. She leads, she sells. Thank you, Erin, from London to New York with love.
Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. That's Erin in the building.